and Larson are side by side.
Huge advantage for Denny Hamlin here.
We just watched a driver absolutely control an entire championship race, build a lead of more than 2 seconds, and then lose the title in the final 3 laps because of one single tire call. And to make it even more unbelievable, the driver who ended up winning the championship didn't even win the race itself. It sounds scripted, it sounds impossible, but it actually happened. And by the time you finish this video, you'll understand why this might be the most chaotic, dramatic, and downright shocking championship finish in NASCAR history. The championship finale delivered exactly the scenario NASCAR dreamed of when they designed the playoff format. All 4 contenders lined up 1 through 4 with just about 30 laps left. That's the kind of moment the league hopes for every year, but rarely gets. Fans were buzzing, the tension was unreal, and the entire sport suddenly felt like it was holding its breath. Denny Hamlin was in total command, not just leading, completely owning the race from start to almost finish. His car was hooked up, consistent, and faster than anything around him. In NASCAR terms, his 2.5-second lead looked like a full straightaway. Every lap he clicked off felt like another nail in the coffin for the other 3 contenders. 6 wins on the season, leading when it mattered most, and absolutely dialed in. It felt like destiny. Behind him, Kyle Larson, already a Cup champion, was doing everything he could to keep Hamlin in sight. William Byron and the 4th contender were right there too. But let's be honest, Hamlin had this thing in a chokehold. It looked like he was minutes away from sealing one of the most dominant championship performances in years. Then everything blew apart, literally. With just a handful of laps left, William Byron's right front tire gave up. It exploded, shredded, and instantly brought out the caution. And in that moment, every single thing we thought we knew about this championship vanished. Hamlin's massive lead, gone. Larson's gap, gone. Everything reset. This is when the biggest decision of the entire season had to be made. Every crew chief in the top 4 had seconds, actual seconds, to make a choice that would define their legacy. 2 tires or 4. 2 tires meant maintaining track position and likely restarting up front. 4 tires meant maximum grip and stability, but also dropping back into more traffic. This wasn't a routine late race call. This was the decision. The one that decides a champion. The one that can elevate a team to greatness or haunt them forever. Think about the pressure. An entire year of preparation, thousands of hours in the shop, 35 races of grinding, and millions of dollars invested, all boiling down to one moment on pit road. That's the weight these teams had on their shoulders. And this is where everything flipped. Hamlin's team chose the safe, traditional move: 4 fresh tires, maximum grip, maximum control, and the best possible performance for the final laps. On paper, it made perfect sense. Larson's team also took 4, but for him, the reasoning was different. He needed offense, not defense. He needed fresh rubber to go hunting. But then came the controversy. When you're the leader with a massive gap that late in the race, some strategists swear by taking 2 tires. You keep clean air, protect your restart position, and force everyone behind you to fight through traffic. Clean air in NASCAR is gold, especially late in a race with everything on the line. For many, the 2-tire leader strategy is practically sacred. Hamlin's team stuck with 4, and that one decision will be debated for years. Was it conservative? Absolutely. Was it safe? Definitely. But was it the move that cost him the title? That question hangs in the air. Then came the restart, and everything went chaotic. You don't give Kyle Larson fresh tires, desperation, and traffic to slice through. That's like giving Michelangelo a blank canvas and assuming he won't create a masterpiece. Larson exploded forward. He started carving through cars at a pace that almost looked unfair. His car turned better, launched better, handled better. He looked like a man possessed. Hamlin, meanwhile, was trying to survive, but he didn't have the same urgency. He didn't have the same openings. And every second he spent fighting through traffic made his championship hopes slip further and further away. The closing laps were electric. Larson was flying. Hamlin was hanging on. You could almost feel the tension from the crowd through the screen, and everyone watching knew exactly what happened. The championship had just been decided during that pit stop, not on the racetrack. When the checkered flag flew, Kyle Larson became a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion. But the wild part, he didn't even win the race. Brad Keselowski took the victory, the champion finishing outside the top two while the race winner wasn't even in the title hunt. It's something NASCAR has almost never seen at this level. Fans were stunned, broadcasters were stunned, even Larson looked stunned. Hamlin, the driver with 6 wins, the driver who dominated the finale, ended the night empty-handed. The camera caught him after the race and he looked completely shattered, pale, expressionless, like he couldn't comprehend how everything he built for hours just evaporated in minutes. This wasn't just a loss. This was heartbreak on a championship level, the kind of moment that sticks with a driver for the rest of his career, the kind of moment that becomes part of NASCAR lore. And now we have to talk about the playoff format. For years, longtime NASCAR fans have begged for a return to the old Winston Cup-style points system where consistency rules. Under that system, championships weren't decided by one race. They were earned over a season. And under those rules, the championship might have been wrapped up before the finale even started. But here's the catch. That old system never produced something like what we just witnessed. 4 contenders battling nose to tail with 30 laps left. A tire failure flipping the entire season upside down. A championship decided by strategy, chaos, and split-second decisions. That drama is the entire reason the playoff format exists. The old system rewarded the most consistent driver. This system rewards the driver who performs when everything is on the line. Is one better than the other? Depends who you ask. Old school fans want stability and fairness. Newer fans want unpredictability and jaw-dropping moments. NASCAR has to walk the line between both. Now let's talk about the crew chiefs. These people live in a world where every move is analyzed under a microscope. One call can define your career. Hamlin's crew chief chose the safe option, but safe doesn't always win championships. Sometimes you have to gamble. Sometimes you have to be aggressive. Sometimes you have to trust that track position means more than fresh rubber. But imagine the pressure. Do you risk taking 2 tires and getting blown past? Do you risk the media calling you reckless? Do you risk fans blaming you for the rest of your career? These decisions are brutal, and they happen in seconds. Larson had to be stunned when he saw Hamlin take 4. He probably knew right then he had a chance. With fresh tires and his talent, he could work magic. And he did. That's what separates good drivers from great ones. Larson took advantage of the chaos, and he walked away champion. That's what makes NASCAR incredible. Championships can flip in moments. 1 blown tire, 1 pit call, 1 restart. You can dominate for hours and lose everything in seconds. Or you can be 3rd or 4th in the final laps and suddenly find yourself holding the biggest trophy in the sport. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you never miss any of our NASCAR coverage.